Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to learn how do I get good enough in JS to get a job. So number one thing that my friend asked is how do I get good enough in JS? So that's the reason I'm making this video. So first thing that you should aware about is, do you even know oops? If you do not know oops, then my friend, you cannot get good in any programming language, period. So get good enough in oops. And if you don't know oops, just learn from some YouTube tutorial. And I think that is the must thing to do. So the first thing that you are going to do is learn the JS language itself, learn the syntax. Okay. And a good resource for that I can suggest is javascript.info. It's a free website. You can visit. There is an introduction and there is a fundament. There is a JavaScript fundamental, and there is code quality, data types, and everything that you need to get started with JS. It's there from beginner to intermediate level, I would say. So the language itself can be taught from this particular website. You can learn this from this website. This is a good website. So once you're done with the language basics, the second thing that I'm going to suggest you is make some projects. So preferably, I'm going to suggest just spend 1 week on this, 1 week. And how many? Let's say you are able to make 5 to 6 projects. That is, I think, good enough. What kind of projects I'm talking about? I'm talking about projects like Flappy Bird. Let's say Flappy Bird, you're able to implement Flappy Bird by your own. These are all the projects. Whatever project you do, take minimal help from internet. Try to do it by your own, because it will boost creativity in your mind. Also, you will learn the language with some hardship, and I think that is required as a developer in the early stages. So Flappy Bird, Tic Tac Toe, so Snake Game, Snake Game. These are the three games I would suggest you can make. Apart from that, there are many more games you can just find in the internet. Whatever you want to build, you can build. So the third thing, if you want to get good enough in JS, is this is where the ground start to shake. So learn JS from a very good resource. For me personally, my favorite is going to be Namaste JavaScript. I understand Hindi, and this guy's content is in Hindi. This is a very great resource. I would say ultimate resource if you are getting started in the JavaScript. So Namaste JavaScript, I'm putting this stay JavaScript as a resource. This is a very good resource. I would suggest this is a must do. So I'm giving it a important. So the fourth thing that no one will suggest you, but it's my own recommendation, my own personal experience, and it has helped me a lot. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in Google and type JS interview questions GitHub. So this will give you list of interview questions. That is the first website that will come, list of 1,000 JavaScript interview question. Just go to this particular GitHub repository, and there will be around 400 and something 76 questions, good questions, and just read them in your free time. I would suggest just read them, go through each question one by one. Some questions might be repetitive in nature, but just bear with it and go with this particular question list. So this will make you an ultimate JS warrior, I would suggest, I would say. So Namaste, after watching Namaste JavaScript, GitHub JS interview, JS common questions from GitHub. And once you're done with this, and this is probably going to, the Namaste JavaScript probably is going to take you about, let's say, I'm going to give 3 weeks. Let's give a proper time, 3 weeks. And for the this thing as well, I'm going to give 2 weeks. You can take less than that. It depends upon your own personal pace. But if you are into college and if you're watching the video, that means I am assuming you're a beginner and you do have some time in your pocket. So JS interview questions from GitHub, 2 weeks. And after that, the fifth and the final point that I'm going to suggest is watch the roadside coder interview questions. Roadside coder JavaScript. So this guy's content is in English. So you can watch JS interview questions, roadside interview questions. So there is a playlist that he has. Yeah, this playlist, right? JavaScript interview questions, you can go with this particular playlist and watch all of the videos. This contains about 95% of the interview questions that are asked for SD1 and 2 roles across the world for JavaScript related. So that covers about 95% of the questions that you will be asked. And anything other than that, that is just your pure luck. And I would suggest if you have enough practice, you'll even able to crack those out. So last and final point is roadside coder interview questions. So yeah, even after doing this, these 5 mantras, you still need to master one particular JavaScript framework. And I highly recommend, I really highly recommend, if you want to get a job in 2025, just master React. React should be your go-to framework in JavaScript if you want to get a job, because there are so many job opportunities that are open in React right now. Even as a programmer, as a full stack developer, I'm saying this to you. You can watch React videos, and for that I'll make another roadmap or another thing that how do I get good in React to get a job. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.